Zbigniew Brzezinski's world-dominating elitist management of Eurasia is completing its final maneuvers on the Grand Chessboard. As the United States, a hijacked world superpower government, veers down the path to an engineered final endgame towards completion of a corporcratic New World Order. The primacy of the last remaining superpower, i.e. the United States, and the importance of destabilization in the Middle East and the acquisition of the wealth of Eurasia has reached its summit. Now the next phase is being unleashed on an unsuspecting populace. In the words of Albert Pike, Satanist, Ku Klux Klan founder, and revered prophet of the New World Order, in the Third World War, we shall unleash the Nihilists and the atheists, and we shall provoke a formidable social cataclysm which in all its horror will show clearly to the nations the effect of absolute atheism, origin of savagery, and of the most bloody turmoil. Then everywhere the citizens, obliged to defend themselves against the world minority of revolutionaries, will exterminate those destroyers of civilization, and the multitude, disillusioned with Christianity, whose deistic spirits will from that moment be without compass or direction, anxious for an ideal, but without knowing where to render its adoration, will receive the true light through the universal manifestation of the pure doctrine of Lucifer, brought finally out in the public view. This manifestation will result from the general reactionary movement, which will follow the destruction of Christianity and atheism, both conquered and exterminated at the same time. Upon those ashes, the New World Order of Albert Pike, David Rockefeller, George Soros, the Bilderberg Group, the royalty of Europe, the great work of the higher Masonic orders.
They really are issues of the construction of a New World Order.
Will finally be established. But there is always hope. Perhaps the mechanization of order out of chaos is beginning to cave in upon itself.
I think you're seeing in Europe the beginning of the end of the political correctness, at least a correction in it. I mean, in Europe, as I say, that this one attack has done more to bring the EU to an end than I thought possible. I think the EU is seeing a swing of the pendulum over to more conservative parties that want security, that want to eliminate this multicultural nonsense, this multicultural nightmare that Europe has become, the loss of identity. I mean, Europe is becoming a Muslim nation. And what they don't understand is that, Islam reaches a critical percentage.
8%.
Suddenly you're in Sharia law.
It's about to get even more radical.
Yeah, it's going to get more radical. And they're going to try to align with the forces in the universities to do an Ayers-style revolution, which will mean opening the borders, rushing to the end of a new world order, climate change, all the things that Obama has predicted will want to do. He's going to rush to do. He's going to fail. I think there will be more terrorist attacks in Europe. I think there's going to be terrorist attacks in the United States. You're going to see more and more terrorists stopped at the border. You're going to see more and more criminal activity. The country is going to close the border, and the country may start throwing out Muslims in Europe and the United States if Obama continues to press this agenda. The Clinton Foundation is in its last days. It will be put under receivership by one or more of the states. Clintons will lose control of the foundation, and the Democratic Party will move far to the left.
For those of you out there still with doubt, just know this: everything is going according to plan. John Bound for Infowars.com.
General, what do you think about the FBI saying that there was a terror alert on Monday about a potential Fort Hood situation?
The police are shoving people, shoving Alex, shoving the crowd.
Here we go, folks. I'm being assaulted.
Whether it's the radio show, the news websites, documentary films, or the nightly news, InfoWars is the tip of the spear.
Is this another false flag stage attack to take our civil liberties and put more homeland security while sticking their hands down on the pants on the streets?
It's up to us to set brush fires in the minds of men and women everywhere. And that's what PrisonPlanet.tv is designed to do.
You watch the Assad Assad regime is going to be blamed or accused of using chemical weapons against the so-called rebels.
What we see now is a war against reality. It's a war against the truth.
It's more vital than ever that supporters of freedom become members of PrisonPlanet.tv and share their membership with up to 11 friends and family. Visit InfoWarsNews.com today. Become a member, share your membership, and help take the InfoWar to the next level.